Hello and a warm welcome to the Krannich Solar PV Talk. As more and more manufacturers are moving towards an all-from-one-source portfolio in which they want to offer as many product categories as possible from a single source, we have invited 3 manufacturers from our portfolio today who approach this differently. The manufacturers Axitec, BRC and Kostal focus on one segment and can therefore convince with expertise and good products in their respective areas. All 3 are working together with us to offer the optimum system for you, our customers. To shed some lights on the benefits of this collaboration, I have today invited a representative from each of the 3 manufacturers to come and talk with us. From Axitec, I have with me Steffen Wiedmann.
Hello.
From BRC, I have Pascal Ruisinger.
Hi.
And from Kostal, Kai Langel.
Thank you for your invitation.
Yeah, thank you for being here to talk with me about the system from the Kostal PLENTICORE, the AXIStorage and the BRC optimizers. Yeah, we want to talk about this system. Where are the benefits? Why should our customers use this system in their product portfolio? So the first question I will ask you, Kai from Kostal. You have been producing the PLENTICORE already since 2018. The next generation is already in the starting blocks. What characterizes the hybrid inverters from Kostal?
Yeah, at Kostal you get the maximum of flexibility. So at first the PLENTICORE is a really good solar inverter. And that can be upgraded to a hybrid inverter via a digital activation code. So that's one of the main points, flexibility. On top of that, you get a full equipped inverter with all interfaces that are needed with a display already inside.
Okay, now you are available and compatible to a lot of battery systems. The question from my side is, why do you work together with Axitec? What's about the efficiency and so on? Are you testing?
Yeah, the idea of Kostal philosophy is to get always most independence and flexibility. So that's the case why we have not an own battery system. The customer is able to look for the best system for him. On top of that, we do always a testing and a validation of all the systems that are combinable with our inverter. So the efficiency we showed was with the HTW Berlin that made an inspection for storage systems, and we showed already that we are very high efficient in the complete system. Our internal tests with Axitec showed that this system is also as high as the tested system there.
Okay, so the next question I will ask Steffen. You're testing already with Kostal the efficiency of the battery or the whole system. So what are the advantages for our customers?
Kostal and Axitec are working together for years. And so during the development of our energy storage system, the AXIStorage, we already worked together with the Kostal development department. So the customer receives a very high quality product, Kostal PLENTICORE and the AXIStorage together. And another benefit is that the customer has one service point. He can either contact Kostal for service or can contact Axitec for service around the clock. And so he receives during the installation or after sales always a good service.
Can you tell our customers also some technical benefits? Why should they choose the AXIStorage?
AXIStorage is a very flexible and modular system. The main benefit is the fast installation process together with the Kostal PLENTICORE. So it's pretty easy plug and play for the installer to run the system. Another benefit is the flexibility of our system. The customer can start with a small system with 6.7 kilowatt hours, what is the minimum, and can scale up to 14.3 kilowatt hours during the first 5 years of the system, of the running of the system.
So thank you, Steffen, for the short introduction and showing us the benefits for our customers. So I will come back to you, Kai. The devices are full equipped, you call the Kostal PLENTICORE. Can you give us more details? What is full equipped?
Full equipped means that we always, for example, have a graphical display inside built in. Also the G3 version of the PLENTICORE, so the new version of the PLENTICORE, will have this display, for example. Additionally, we have all the interfaces for the communication, for example, Wi-Fi, LAN, for the network connection. And of course, we have some functions like the shadow management.
Okay, shadow management, that's a good question for Pascal. Pascal, Kostal is working with a shadow management in the inverter. So the question to you is, do I need optimizers?
It's a really good question. And the answer is yes, of course. You need optimizers in some kind of scenarios. And the good thing is we're also working very well together with shadow management from Kostal, for example, because the reason is how this shadow management is working. When you look at photovoltaic systems, you have a serial connection of all the modules, and the current is the same everywhere. The current depends on the irradiation on the modules. So if there's one module that has a lower irradiation, it can produce less current. A shadow management in that case would deactivate this module, so it would reduce the voltage of your whole string in order to increase the current back again. So such a shadow management is really good because it looks the whole PV curve and looking for the best MPP on this curve. With an optimizer, you have an add-on function because we can find a better point outside of this curve in order that we just decrease the voltage less than the bypass diode would. So with a bypass diode, you would decrease the string level on through a whole voltage of a module. With our optimizer, you just have to decrease the voltage by the half, for example. So if you want to increase the current from 5 amps to 10 amps, you just have to decrease the voltage by the half of the voltage of the module. So it's better to find this point.
Okay, thank you for the explaining. Another question, I'm pretty sure a lot of customers from us asking themselves all the time, when do I need exactly optimizers? So can you give us some details for the planning?
Yes, of course, the easy explanation or the easy answer is that you need optimizers when you have a system, a string of modules with different irradiation on them. Because then always you have one module that produces less current than the other ones. So, for example, in a roof with a shading system or shading scenario, or if you have a roof with different orientations, always there you will have different irradiation on your modules. And the good thing is I always sell optimizers really where they're needed. So our optimizer just had to be mounted to the modules with a problem. For example, if you have 3 modules with a shading problem, you just need 3 optimizers. And I always say our optimizer is the efficiency optimizer. So the good thing is the optimizer activates itself when it's needed. So it detects now my one module where I'm mounted on, I can produce less current than the string. Then it activates itself and then it produces or it optimizes this one module that it can produce the same current than the whole string. So it's the most efficient way, most cost efficient way to install systems on all the problematic roofs, I would say.
So Pascal, thank you for the great explaining. I'm pretty sure a lot of our customers can use this explanation for their next system planning. Yeah, coming back to you, Kai, you call everything from Kostal made in Germany. So what's behind? What are the advantages?
Yeah, made in Germany means that our inverters are developed and produced, for example, in Hagen, North Rhine-Westphalia. That's in the west of Germany, and there is with a destination where our PLENTICORE, for example, is built. On top of that, you get a German warranty from us, a 10-year warranty. All the thing is that the installer has to do is in the installation process to activate this smart warranty. And he gets a German-based hotline and a service that is based in Germany.
So talking about the service, I will hand over the question directly to Axitec. Topic service. How do you support our customers if there are a service problem is between Kostal PLENTICORE and the AXIStorage?
The customer can contact us via email or directly by phone during the opening hours. We have also English speaker technical engineers, so they can feel free contact us during the installation process or in the after sales case.
Okay, great. So a closing question to you, Pascal. What is the vision of BRC and how do you want to make this complete system more efficient?
Yeah, the vision when we found BRC some years ago was that we have one goal to achieve. We want to install modules on all the suitable roofs, or we want to make more roofs suitable for photovoltaic system. And in order to use our whole system, the experts in inverter technology, in battery system technology, and of course our optimizers, you can achieve this goal. With us, with our combined technologies, you can make all the shaded or roofs with different orientations usable, suitable for photovoltaic in the most efficient way. And this is really nice because together we can achieve the goal to have photovoltaic everywhere and the best energy we can use, the energy from the sun.
Yeah, Pascal, thank you for the last sentence. It was a pleasure to have you all here. From Axitec, Steffen.
You're welcome.
From BRC, Pascal.
It was a pleasure.
And from Kostal, Kai.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, and if you are interested now in more details, we shared the link directly to our Krannich webshop, where you will find the whole system again for more details. And otherwise, I'm really happy to welcome you the next time here at Krannich Solar PV Talk.